It's August, we have a lot of new red light therapy news and products, and also I have some pretty big personal announcements that I'll share with you at the end of the video. Anyway, as always, let's kick things off with new products to hit the space. First up, Kineon, the makers of the Move Plus Pro, are coming out with a Calm Plus and a Heal Plus. The Calm Plus is a vagus nerve stimulator, and the Heal Plus is a gut health red light therapy device. It's been designed from the bottom up, just like the Move Plus Pro was. So I'm really excited to learn more about these products and of course get my hands on them. Details at this stage are limited. As soon as I get more information, I will share them in our Facebook group. Be sure to join that Facebook group, by the way. Otherwise, check out my interview with Forrest, where he touched on a few of these devices. Links are all down below. By the way, I'm affiliated with a lot of these companies, so chances are if you're placing an order or using a discount code, you're going to save, but I get a commission. Oh, and another thing, they're also working on a Femtech product, so that's going to be interesting as well. Platinum LED lights have made two announcements recently. The first one is they're now offering free shipping to Canada, and it also includes all your taxes. So this is great for Canadians because Platinum LED makes some really good red light therapy panels. And Platinum LED are now IEC 60601 certified. What does this mean? It means their products are now medical device safety certified. There's only two consumer red light therapy companies that have this certificate. One is Juve and the second one is now Platinum LED. What is this certificate exactly? Well, it's a series of technical standards for the safety and essential performance of medical electrical equipment. I pulled that from Wikipedia because, to be honest, I didn't know what it was. But hey, it's a good thing for the industry, and of course, it's a great thing for Platinum LED. Pro RLT, the commercial line of Mito Red Light, have come out with a new, smaller mega panel. It is their Elite. V-Light have their new V-Light RX Plus. This is for respiratory conditions. I actually just finished my review of the V-Light Duo. That will be out in the coming weeks or months. And unfortunately, that product is a little bit outdated already because V-Light have their new Duo 4.0. I reviewed their 3.0. So I guess I'll have to do another review. But it's great that they are coming up with new products because, yeah, they have a lot of research behind their products and technology, and it is very, very promising. Cerathive have just announced that they are shipping, which is really, really cool. I've interviewed Sarah Turner from Cerathive twice now, I think. So I'm really excited to get my hands on her device. Remember, I do a lot of reviews and interviews and all sorts of videos on this channel. So if it's your first time here, be sure to go down and hit subscribe because this is just a quick roundup video. Again, at the end of the video, I'll share some insights as to what I'm doing and what I have been filming. But yeah, you want to get on the subscription button because I do share a lot of great content on this channel. Joe's, they've just come out with these acne patches. It's quite fascinating, really. I'm going to have to get some to play with. I like this company. They've come up with some really unique products, and they do a really good job not only with the marketing but also the packaging. So yeah, I'll put links down below. Check them out. Otherwise, I'll get some and I'll share my thoughts in time. Now, Red Light Rising, the UK-based company, have their Advantage 2.0 panel lineup. Now, this is crazy because the Advantage came out years ago, so it's been a while between updates. But this new panel has 6 wavelengths, 6 smart modes, a touchscreen dimming, and is putting out about 70 to 80 milliwatts of power at 6 inches. Again, I will be sure to review one soon. Oh, and finally, one quick mention, Block Blue Light now have a motorized stand, just like Platinum LED have had for a while. I've reviewed that one, so I know a lot of people have been waiting for that, so you can go and order it now. What about new articles? Well, first up, Kineon have a new blog on red light therapy for ankle surgery. Quite a niche topic, but hey, if you're recovering from ankle surgery, then check that article out. Mito Red Light have put out an article on receding gums and red light therapy. Now, remember, if you've been following my stuff for a while or listened to a few of my interviews or videos, you will know that receding gums was a pain point of mine that red light therapy addressed rather quickly. It was the first thing I noticed when I started using red light therapy. It was the, this is actually doing something moment. I'm sure you've all experienced that. So yeah, check out that article. Actually, Mito Red Light have just come out with a new product. It's their Mito Chiro product for neck and back health. I talked to Scott about this in an interview. I forgot to mention it earlier. So check that out if you're suffering neck problems. PlatinumLED have a nice blog on the myths around red light therapy. It's quite a good read actually, so check that one out. Oh, and back to Mito Red Light. They have just published independent lab testing data for all of their products. So the lab testing data covered irradiance, which is the power of light emitted, the power density, the amount of light hitting the body, for instance. They tested radiant flux and then also the voltage used. So you can see all of that data through the link down below. V-Light have published a ton of updates. First up, they just received FDA clearance for a pain product of theirs. And secondly, they have released a new study on the V-Light Neuro for repetitive head acceleration events. And the study showed really good improvement markers, everything from improved reaction time to grip strength. So quite a fascinating study. And it shows that red light therapy is beneficial for both brain and physical benefits. Now, Rouge have put out an article on red light therapy and I hope I'm saying this right, treatin. I don't even know how to say it. I'm going to put the word up on screen. Now, what's interesting is this question gets asked a lot in our Facebook group. So, if you're looking for an answer, have a read of that article. All right, so this month's study is titled The Use of Laser Photobiomodulation as Pre-Anesthetic Tissue Management Technique in Reducing Injection Pain in Children. Are you using red light therapy to help kids getting injections? I mean, this hits close to home. My children have had the odd jab over the years. So, what did the study find? So the study looked at 64 kids between 5 and 7 years old who needed an anesthetic injection at the dentist. Now, the kids received either an anesthetic gel and a numbing cream. I'm sure you've all experienced that, or a 1-minute application of red light therapy laser at the site of the injection. Now, this laser was putting out 200 milliwatts over centimeter squared of energy and was emitting 660 nanometers of light. Now, 200 milliwatts of light is quite high. That is more than a typical panel, but this is a concentrated source and it's only being applied for 1 minute. The study goes on to say how in pediatric dentistry, the anesthetic injections are one of the main issues when it comes to fear and anxiety around dentistry work for children. Gosh, I should mention and adults as well. Now, the outcomes of this study were measured objectively and subjectively. So they actually measured heart rate to quantify stress and anxiety. They also used the face pain scale and the sound eye movement scale. Pretty much how one responds to pain. Are they tensing up? Are they moving around? Are they showing pain and discomfort on their face? Okay, so what did the results show? Well, the red light therapy group had a lower heart rate, 3 to 11 beats per minute lower than the non-red light therapy group. Secondly, the kids in the red light therapy group had a lower face pain scale score, meaning there was less discomfort. This was at the time of injection. And the sound eye movement score was also better in the red light therapy group. So the findings here, look, red light therapy for 1 minute at the site of an injection seems to help children with the discomfort of the injection. There was no noticeable changes when it came to the actual treatment. It was more that the red light therapy session helped with the injection itself. Now, knowing all of this, I'm tempted to take in one of my high-powered torches to the dentist if I or any of my loved ones have to get an injection. I would actually tell the dentist to use both the numbing cream and the laser, because why not, right? Like, no one likes pain. Why should we suffer through pain if we don't need to? So interesting finding, but yeah, it just shows that, look, this red light therapy stuff it's legit, and it's more than just helping you recover from the gym or helping that wound heal faster. It does a lot of amazing things. Remember, I've heard from people in the space who have had full extractions done without any pain medication, only using laser for the pain reducing benefits. So amazing stuff, huh? All right, this month's question goes, hey, Alex, I noticed that red light therapy has taken off. A lot of companies are entering the space, coming up with their own products, and also a lot of the big news channels are reporting on red light therapy. What do you think of all of this? Yeah, well, I mean, it's great for the space. It's great for everyone, to be honest, that it's becoming more mainstream and people are becoming more aware of it. I mean, just look at that study I mentioned with the pain reducing benefits. I mean, if you can shine a light and it's going to reduce the pain versus putting on some chemical, like, why would you? Of course you want that, right? So the more people that find out about this stuff, the better. Of course, there's always a potential downside when companies enter this space and they don't really know what they're doing. They just jumping on the bandwagon, so to speak, and they put out products that may not actually do what they're meant to do, or they put out some misleading marketing claims saying that, for instance, the most powerful panel, whereas they're not even close. There's always a downside with all of this stuff. Another example is a video someone shared with me recently titled "The Dangers of Red Light Therapy," and a dermatologist was interviewed on a breakfast show, and she was saying how red light therapy is so dangerous and should be avoided, and if you use it, make sure it's under the supervision of a trained professional. But she was saying that red light therapy is part of the ultraviolet spectrum, which is so far from the truth. And it just meant that all of her points were totally false because of that one assumption. So what I'm saying is, yeah, it's great that mainstream adoption is happening. It's just that we have to be careful as to what these people are saying. Are they actually researchers or professionals in this space? Or have they just done a quick Google search and put together an article? Also, there's money to be made in this space, right? So, of course, you're going to see some big claims and you know how it is. So feel free to share any questions or comments down below, or again in our Facebook group, or head over to Light Therapy Insiders. That's the blog my team and I share content on, and there's some excellent content over there. Everything we do is science-backed. We're not making wild, outlandish claims for marketing hype or SEO rankings or anything like that. So yeah, definitely check all of that out. But I think overall, as a whole, it's great. Okay, so what's coming up on the channel in the next few weeks? Well, I have 3 interviews to go out. One is with the founder of Red Light Rising. Another one is with the founder of Block Blue Light. And another one is with the manager of Pro RLT. I also have a video looking at the lowest EMF red light therapy panel and an amazing before and after case study. Now, what have you missed in the last month? Remember, I do these videos once a month. Be sure to subscribe to be notified when next month's video comes out. But over at the Light Therapy Insiders blog, Bart has published an excellent article on dosing. We've looked at red light therapy and COVID. We've looked at celebrities using red light therapy and also the potential dangers of red light therapy. So check all of them out. As for what you may have missed on this channel, I did my Hygge wand review. I shared my experiences using a red light therapy bed for the first time. Spoiler alert, I fell asleep. And I've published 4 interviews. One with the founder of FlexBeam, another one with the founder of Kineon. I interviewed James Carroll for the second time, and also the founder of Therasage. Links are all down below. But before you go, I do have some personal updates. Firstly, I am about to head to London for PBM 2024. This is a massive medical red light therapy event. I'll be doing a lot of interviews there. But if you would like to come, I think there's still tickets available. You can buy a ticket, but reach out to me if you are going to be there. I'll be there with Bart and Lisa, so 3 of us will all be there. It would be great to meet up and say hi and, even have a dinner or something, so be sure to say hi. Secondly, people have been asking about my son and his treatment and his condition. So I haven't really talked about this much. Look, I've got some good news. So yes, we've still been doing the treatment with Dr. Beck. This was using the laser. This ended. The whole treatment plan ended a couple of weeks ago now. We had the option to keep doing more, but for reasons I'm about to share with you soon, we decided to just hold off. Secondly, we have stopped his anti-seizure medication. This was due to be done at the 2-year mark, 2 years between seizures, and we did it slightly before we started tapering because we had a bunch of scans. We did 2 or 3 different scans. For those that don't know, my son was diagnosed with epilepsy just before his as a 2-year-old. So we did a bunch of scans and they were all coming back showing no signs of seizure activity, which was amazing. So we did a very slow taper with his medication, which I have to admit was rather scary because you're kind of just waiting for something to happen. We got through that and there were no seizures, which was great. He then fell ill. Actually, we all did, about 3 days after he came off the medication. And that was a big test because when he was having his seizures, it was when he was quite ill, high fever. And yeah, he got very, very ill. The good news is there was no seizures. So that was very promising. Now, he's still on 1 form of medication. He used to take Keppra, levetiracetam every single day. We've stopped that, but we still leave in clobazam when he gets ill. So we're going to keep that in for about 6 months or so before we drop that out. So we're not totally out of the woods, but it's been nearly 2 years since his last seizure, and the brain scans are all looking good. He is doing great. He's in school. He's really thriving. There's a bit of catch up to be had from a learning and development point of view, but I mean, it's quite amazing. And I think all the people that do ask how my son is doing, obviously it's very personal, but there has been a bit of crossover with what I do, and I have touched on it a few times. So yeah, I wanted to share this news with everyone because it is a big development. And I would like to hopefully condense what I have learned over the years and hopefully give back to the community, especially those who are suffering from similar conditions. Of course, if he doesn't have a seizure again, I will never know exactly what the reasons behind that were. Did he just grow out of them, which is a possibility? We were told that it's a possibility. Was it the treatment with Dr. Beck? Was it the photobiomodulation we introduced? Was it one of the other treatments we were doing? Who knows? But I can say that at this point in time, we're very happy and we're excited for hopefully a future without medication and, of course, without horrible seizures. Now, I mentioned that we decided not to do any more treatments under Dr. Beck when our plan ended. Why? Well, part of the reason is because I am moving. I'm currently filming this at the start of August in my studio in New Zealand. In a couple of weeks' time, we are moving. We are moving to Dubai. It's a very big move. Picking up sticks, taking the family and my camera to Dubai, and we're going to change things up for a while. Why am I doing this? Well, all sorts of reasons. Why not? Travel. I do a lot of travel to events, and it's very hard from New Zealand. Business opportunities, financial opportunities, a bit of lifestyle. So you'll probably notice a change of background and a few other changes. Hopefully, I'll be able to get to a lot more events and do a lot more interviews. If you live in Dubai, please say hi. If you're traveling through Dubai, please say hi. I used to say this to people if you're ever in New Zealand, but not many people come to New Zealand. I'm sure it will be different in Dubai. I will mention I've filmed a lot of content for this year, so it may be a while before you see a change in backgrounds. But yeah, that's me. That's the change, and that's the update. Appreciate all the support you guys give me and have given me over the years. If you want to know more about red light therapy, head over to Light Therapy Insiders. Check out all the content on my channel. Jump in our Facebook group, or say hi to me if you're in London or Dubai. Otherwise, there's videos up here that YouTube will recommend for you to watch.